want to talk about this morning facing the inevitable. Facing the inevitable. I've given you some things. You're eating from vineyards and olive yards that you did not plant. There are certain things that God has provided for us that have nothing to do with us. But I'm glad that I was in the number to be able to partake of the goodness of the Lord. So we've got to come to a place philosophically and mentally and spiritually in our minds and in our hearts where we can really begin to understand the length, the depth, and the breadth of what God truly has done for us. I can imagine Joshua standing there making his speech, but also remembering how God had worked in their lives. Probably thinking about when they approached the walled city of Jericho. And it seemed as if there was no response, no answer. There was no way that the walls could come down because the walls weren't built to come down. The walls were built to stay up, and they were built to keep out what was out and keep in what was in. Oh, Lord have mercy. But somebody needs to recognize today that the establishment many times is meant to keep certain people out and to keep certain people in. But Joshua said this through God. He said, I don't want you to make any noise till I tell you to make some noise. See, that's the problem. We can't get what God wants from us or for us because we can't follow instructions. God will let you get right up to the deadline. Oh, I wish I had somebody in here. He will not let the deadline pass. But what he might do, he might extend the deadline. Is there anybody here that God has extended something for you? You needed it by a certain time, but before you knew it, the date was pushed back. There's a series of events that have occurred that has caused the date to be changed. You better thank God for that. That wasn't just. He came to turn the world on its end because they needed to understand it's not about this traditional worship that y'all are doing, but he said, I'm going to show you how to worship, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So whether you singing a hymn or a contemporary song, for all you hymn lovers, I love hymns too, but it really don't matter what you sing. You need to sing something because the song ain't on the page, it's in your heart. And when God plants something in your heart, I can't help but give him glory. You can't tell it. I got to tell it. What the Lord has done for me. I can't leave here without throwing up my hands and tell him thank you.
CDs and DVDs are available at Solomon's Corner Bookstore.
WCC News for you.
Hello, Wake Chapel. We're here in the LEC, site of this year's women's retreat, Living the Abundant Life. And I gotta tell you, wow, it was a blessing to have Christmas in Paris at Wake Chapel. DVDs and CDs of the retreat are available right now in Solomon's Corner Bookstore.
Tithing statement request forms for 2011 are now available in the literature racks located in the foyer. You may place your completed forms in one of the drop boxes located at all entrances. Request forms will be accepted through December 31st.
Christmas Day service will be held on Sunday, December 25th, with our regular morning services at 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Our New Year's Eve service will be held on Saturday, December 31st at 10 p.m. at WCC Central. Our New Year's Day service will be held on Sunday, January 1st, 2012 at 7 a.m. at WCC North and 10 a.m. at WCC Central.
Hello, Wake Chapel. I'm on location with a very important message. It's time for us to share our blessings with others, and Wake Chapel Church has teamed up with the Raleigh Housing Authority to present boxes of bundled blessings. This is how it works.
Beginning today, there will be boxes at the west and main entrances of WCC Central and in the foyer of WCC North containing cards, each displaying a person's name and their need. We would like for you to purchase the needed item, gift wrap it, and bring it back to the church on or before December 14th.
On Saturday, December 17th, we will celebrate Boxes of Bundled Blessings with 3 neighborhoods selected by the Raleigh Housing Authority. During this celebration, to be held in the LEC from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., there will be productions by our STEP team, mimes, praise dancers, and words of encouragement from Pastor Wilkins. We will also serve food to our guests, and the day will culminate with the presentation of the purchased gifts. We are expecting approximately 500 people for this event, so your participation is very much needed and greatly appreciated.
We will also bless our guests with Christmas baskets containing food items. A list of needed food items is available on the back of the flyers located in the literature racks and also next to the boxes.
Needed food items have been divided based on last names as to what we're asking everyone to bring. For example, if your last name begins with letters J through L, we're asking you to bring bread. Please reference the list on the flyer in the literature racks.
Lastly, we will treat our guests to an in-house shopping spree of donated clothing items in the LEC. For God so loved the world that he gave, and now it's our turn.
You see news for